In September of 1999, WinBack Covert Operations was released for the Nintendo 64. An innovative game that, despite being somewhat lost to time, inspired future third-person shooters for generations of hardware to come. How was it so revolutionary? Well, the answer is its unique cover system. Although perhaps a touch awkward with the controls at first, once the player gets used to it, you can strafe along edges, duck, and lock onto enemies with ease and quite a bit of joy. It's actually quite a thrill to play, and I'm glad this prototype was sent over because it gave me the excuse I've always wanted to experience the game. Speaking of which, big thank you to Dustin Echoes for sending this over for me to dump and preserve. So, let's go ahead and see what this contains. Alright, so here we have the cartridge itself. At the top here we have some identifying information and also information on the size of the development cartridge, company information, and a sticker that says number 22. Not quite sure what that means. My guess it has nothing to do with the actual builds of WinBack and more to do with the actual physical cartridge itself, since that's sort of a more permanent feature versus the build information, which could be written and crossed off and rewritten again, which is exactly what happens here. So we have N64, WinBack, 722, a build, they flashed over it with another build, then on 723 they have a build, they flashed over it with the supposedly final build that's currently on this cartridge right now. And in case you're wondering, we did check for overdump data on this cartridge. There unfortunately is none. And if you are curious what that even is, it would be like if a previous game was flashed onto this, and then WinBack was flashed onto it, and it deleted a good chunk of that previous data, but maybe there's still some remnant data on the cartridge. That remnant data would be the overdump information, and unfortunately there's no other information other than WinBack on this cartridge. On the back here it's pretty simplistic, just, Sharpie company information and master version. That's it. Alright, let's go ahead and open this thing up here. Take a look at the board itself. And on the back here, we will see where the actual game is stored. In this flash memory right here, we have 4 of them out of a total of 8. So it utilizes half of what the cartridge is capable of in terms of storage space. Now, the release date of the retail game is September 23rd, 1999, and of course, this build date is July 23rd, 1999, a mere 2 months prior. So this build is nearly complete. When we look at a comparison between this and the retail data in a hex editor, we have the retail on the left, prototype on the right, we can see it is in fact different, but upon a deeper dive, our good friend Luigi Blood found out that the data is mostly the same, just shuffled around quite a bit. So it's not final, and there is some earlier data here, but we're not sure what that means or if it affects gameplay in any meaningful way. This build will be released via Forest of Illusion today, so you can go ahead and check it out. And if you are an avid WinBack fan, you may very well be able to detect some differences that we weren't able to see, because right now, can't really find anything. If you are able to notice anything, we'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Aside from that, I hope you enjoyed this short video announcement announcing the release of this particular version of WinBack, and big thank you to Dustin Echoes for sending this over for preservation purposes. If you have anything like this that you would like preserved, feel free to send it our way and we would be happy to dump it for you. And of course, aside from that, thank you all for watching, subscribing, ringing that bell, all that good stuff, and hope to see you all back for the next one. Take care. Together.